Welcome to my beautiful trial gardens, but I'd like you to understand that they didn't always look this way. When I began gardening, I made every mistake in the book. These early failures, coupled with my absolute love of flowers and garden color, have led me to devote my career to finding color that's easy. I want plants that stay alive, and I want plants that give the most color for the longest period of time with the least amount of care. After designing gardens for many years, I started writing gardening books. First one on easy gardens, then another on color in the garden. About a year ago, I started researching my third book on container gardens. When I began, I thought of containers as nice little garden accents, not something that would have major color impact in the garden. Then I started working with my beautiful, colorful plants. Combine that with a little creativity and a lot of impact from these gorgeous containers that are available now, and I changed my mind. Watch what happens as we color this gazebo with containers. Talk about impact. And if you want this kind of impact in your gardens, the first thing you need to do is forget mediocre. If this has been your idea of a cutting-edge hanging basket, get ready. Because later in today's show, we're going to show you how to make a masterpiece like this, and how to make it with plants that even I can't kill. But what if you don't have a setup that's quite as elaborate as this one? We're also going to show you how to make simple bowls so that you can put something on top of a tabletop in any small garden. And even if you only have a small windowsill in an urban apartment, get ready. We have some real surprises in store for you. But first, let's take a look at what makes the plantings in this gazebo work. I started out choosing a color scheme. I chose pink and blue because those colors appear in these cushions, and I happen to like pink and blue. I went to the garden center, which is where I put all my arrangements together, and first found this simple blue bowl. Put it in my shopping cart, kept walking. Then I came across this beautiful pink and blue bromeliad. If you've only used bromeliads inside your house, why not try them outside? They've been some of the highest performers in our trials, blooming for a full 4 months with very little care. The next plant I found was this pink polka dot plant. Look how well the pattern in this leaf coordinates with the blue in this flower. The central concept that you'll learn today about container gardening is to put a large plant in the center, like this bromeliad, and smaller plants around it. But something that's even easier is to simply put a single plant in a container. So let's look at some other plants around the garden that also have single plantings. The easiest container arrangement is to plant only one plant in a pot. These single plantings work especially well if done in large, beautiful containers that have impact on their own, like the cannas in these huge clay pots. They're so big that they have impact even when they're empty. Same thing with these gorgeous glazed columns, which I've planted simply with Dieffenbachia, a common houseplant. One of the easiest combinations when you're looking for a lot of impact with just one plant is to use bright plants and bright pots. What could be brighter than these red dragon wing begonias when they're paired with gorgeous cobalt blue containers? The next easiest container arrangement is to mix two kinds of plants, with your tallest plant in the center and surround it with lower growing ones. This simple bromeliad is surrounded by bright New Guinea impatiens, and the arrangement complements the pot without overwhelming it. Same concept for the centerpiece bromeliad in this wonderful terracotta container. Now when we come back, I'm going to get my hands dirty so that I can show you how to create some dynamite containers using our center focal points and our smaller plants around them. So stay with us.